I was wondering this yesterday while writing my book, but I was wondering it more when I was eating pancakes and syrup. Natural syrup. I was wondering why we have to go to the movie theaters. I mean, it's your choice, but why is there only one corporation that makes movies? We think that there's a bunch of different ones. No, they're all owned by the same entity. They're all owned by the same person, but they're in separate corporations. Capitalism. Why do we have to only go to those? There are movie theaters playing the same movies in all the movie theaters. There are only some in different places in the world, small ones playing independent movies. Why do we have to buy the food that the unhealthy Monsanto and all these other places, why do we have to buy those foods? Why can't there be, like downtown in San Francisco, California, why there are natural food stores that are just privately owned? They aren't owned by a big corporation, and they actually sell real grown things that are real. But it just makes me think, why can't the people like you and I, the people who think outside of the box and think differently, why can't those people create their own movie theaters, create their own movie industry, create their own media industry? Why can't we do that? It's only them. They own it all. They own the music industry, they own the movie industry, they own the media. You're getting your information from one person and their one way of thinking. Yet we call Trump a Nazi, but he's just doing what the Nazis tell him to do and to say. The point of Trump saying all those mean things is to separate two groups of people. They tell one group that that group is open-minded if they accept every race, if they complain about their problems and don't fix them on their own. They complain to separate the conservatives and the liberals, and then they fight, and then they don't ever ask any questions. They don't think about improving their lives. They just fight. They get mad, they wake up in the morning, and they're like, what can I say on Twitter that can make me right and correct? Why can't we get the intuitive, clairvoyant people and create our own village in a way? It won't have skyscrapers and news. It won't have television. It will just be a commune. I've wanted to create a commune since probably age 7. I can still remember it to this day. When we were told to draw a picture of what we wanted our houses to look like. So what I did was I went on MS Paint, which is a program where you can paint. It's on Windows, and I made like a summer camp. I can still remember it to this day. I made like a summer camp where people could live, and I would have a big house that we all could meet inside of, and at night have like a fire pit, and we could talk to each other, communicate with each other, have no phones. That sounds wonderful to me. And eventually in the future, far in the future, I'm gonna do it. Literally, the book I'm making right now, Wake Up Everyone, I'm either gonna name it Wake Up World or Wake Up Everyone. Tell me in the comments which name you think I should use, because there's still time. I'm still writing it. It will probably be a 120-page book. But you know what I do different in my book than I do with a bunch of other people's books? Is I separate shit. And I don't try to make it sound all fake with filler. I try to make my readers interested in what I'm writing instead of putting a bunch of filler. Filler is, in a book, it's where they go on and on and on about useless shit that makes no sense. Well, it makes sense, but they don't get to the straight point. In my book, I get to the straight point. The main point of things. People put filler in books so that they can add more pages to the book. I'm making this book to be like a Bible, kind of. You don't have to live by these rules in the book. It's your choice completely. Like, really, there aren't rules that tell you, hey, you have to cut your wife's hand off or something if she tries to break up a fight. Bible says say that. The Bible, the Old Testament says that. If two men are fighting and a wife tries to intervene, you must cut your wife's hand off. Well, that sounds like a great religion to join. But we all know church people. They don't join because of God. They join because of there's other nice people who are nice to them, and they have events together. See, the funny thing about that is they use God as a middleman. God is within inside yourself. God is you. Every person is a God. Every person, if they give themselves encouragement, can achieve anything. But it's not some white man with a beard that lives in the sky on the clouds and says nice things to you. No. You're doing all the work. That's something I include in my book. You are forgiving yourself. You are getting over the bad things that happen to you. You are. No one else. Those nice people are just... yeah. Oh, there's no syrup. Oh. And my YouTube channel is just growing. It's not like going up and down and fluctuating. It's just growing. And I am so excited. That means I could, and more than likely eventually will, go viral. I'm excited. Okay, I'm going to end it here. Bye, everyone.